Oh, hurting her.
Bro. Oh, sure, that's my mom. That's ridiculous. There's people's dicks that big.
No.
Your fucking hand. All right, go away. You're fucking nasty. Extra large.
Oh god.
I can't attack that. I can't attack that target. I can't attack that. I can't attack that target.
Not all of them. I fucking hate condoms. Can you put these away? Oh my god.
BotRix has successfully joined the channel.
Well, that was 40 years ago, Ma. No, you said Alicia was the broken condom. Almost 40 years.
Yeah, shit.
Where's this bitch at? I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. Better hurry up and get on here, Alice.
There's two people in there.
Uh-huh.
One's a cream, the other one's meat lovers, and
Uh-huh.
then there's chocolate chip cookie, and there's stick, whatever. I got their, they call it the big family box. You know. Of course, I have one too.
Guys gonna miss the boat.
I thought you had a monster for winning.
Oh, I wouldn't have got that if it wasn't the fact that you live in there.
Are you having fun?
She is, unfortunately, she is. Charlie, come in here. You're...
Condoms fucking bring my ass.
You look like the penguin from fucking Batman. Go away. Fucking weirdo, dude.
Looks crazy.
Fly to Hammerfall. I'm faster than you, bitch. You laughing at me for, you goofy bastard? Go away. Look, it's you.
Ah.
Bah. What is wrong with you? I bet you were the Play-Doh girl growing up, weren't you?
You play those?
Like just playing with it, eating it.
I was.
Yeah.
What do you need? Go forth.
10-minute flights. Sick, dude. Oh. Yeah,
I'm telling you.
that's the Baby Stopper 9000. Damn.
Magnum.
More. Stick your hand up.
All this.
You're ruining half of it. Yeah, can you go
Yeah.
away? Never know. Keep them. Tasty. Huh. Oh, it looks fun now.
I'll straight.
You're fucking stupid. Go away. Read your book. I know that's all you care about.
Awesome.
What is that? Why would you? Zoe sent a message. Anyone want the night off on Thursday? Let me know. I don't work. I do not work. Save it. There's only one of those, right?
Would it be possible for a demon to come to Christ?
No.
It's not. Once
No,
it's
because-
in, it's over for
That's
eternity.
it. Yeah, because none of their sorrow or even their fear, but none of their sorrow is to a purpose of amendment. They have no intention of getting their act together. When they were first created, they were created into a state of full comprehensive knowing. So they actually knew who they were, what their nature was, because they could actually see their nature. Whereas human beings, we have to infer what human nature is. They could actually see it. They also knew what their assigned task was. God created them for a specific task, a mission, you could say. They knew what the reward would be if they were faithful to that, which would basically get to see him for all eternity and be an eternal happiness. Or they would also know what their eternal punishment would be if they did not do it. Now
What? What? The syphilis? I was right. We get another pap smear done to see if her vagina was okay.
Well, they did it because it's a pain in the ass for any record case.
How much did this cost you?
Dollar.
Taxpayer dollars. Yes.
There are a lot of
You'll get a Taco Bell?
like
You'll get a Taco Bell?
when I was sitting in the doctor's office. In. Oh wait. Last. Fine.
You done the argument with the one? Another
One
mom?
of the workers. Trying to argue.
Oh, he fine out there. What she said? He fine out there. Oh, nay. Yeah, what did the Mexican lady say? Get a Taco Bell?
Reason God cuts us slack as human beings is because we're stupid. We are. We're just stupid. And so when we're contrite,
No. Yeah. Take them and shove them up your butt. No, it's not.
Yeah.
A butt is not a banana door.
it's because our wills aren't fixed, because when we make a choice, we don't have that full kind of comprehension they did. Later we realize, oh, that was just dumb, right? Because of our lack of knowledge. We don't have that same level of knowledge. This is why they're so adept at taking people out, because they understand human nature so well. But that means that unlike human beings, we got to wake up and drink some coffee and kind of get our act together before we can actually think anything of any depth, right? Well, not with them. When they made their choice of being with God or not, they were all in. And that means their will became completely fixed in malice. It's funny because I actually had a case where this kind of thing came out, because I said, okay, so let me get this straight. I'm dealing with this demon. So you were created to have the beatific vision, yeah. And you were created to have this phenomenal task of enlightening people's minds, yeah. And you were created to have all these perfections that would surround that, and you'd be able to influence people for the good, yeah. And you knew if you didn't do this, you'd end up in hell for all eternity, yeah, and it would bother you for all eternity, that you would just hate yourself and have, because when they rejected their task, remember, their task is who they are. That means, but they made their choice, it was perfect self-hatred, and you knew you'd hate yourself for all eternity, yeah. And I said, and you do it again? He said, yeah, I would. The other part about it is too, is that they have a conscience, and their conscience bothers them, and they also have a sense of shame for what they actually do.
The demons have a conscience.
Yes,
and
they
they
do.
feel shame.
And they feel shame. They know what they've done is wrong. They'll admit as much in session. Other than the fact that they don't get to see God, that's their greatest suffering, is this pang of conscience of the evil that they've actually done. Beelzebub's even admitted to me in session that every time he gets someone to fall, he gets a sadistic delight out of it, but it increases his shame in knowing that he's that much lower of an individual for having done that. One of their massive fears is being revealed or found out about their interior. Just as we would, if people found out our deepest, darkest secret, we would feel shame or embarrassed. They have that same thing, but it's even worse for them because of the fact that they know that a final judgment's going to come. God's going to assemble everybody at the final judgment, and every evil thing they've ever done will be known by everybody.
Would it be possible for
I've only been scared twice in a session. One is the first time I did it, and it wasn't about the demon. It was like, I hope I don't do something stupid. But then the only other time was in a case that I worked on where the demon, he just would not obey what I was telling him to do. So I just mentally said to God the Father, I said, punish him in a way he's never been punished before. And all of a sudden, the woman who's possessed just goes down on her knees, completely manifests, literally looks exactly like this demon. All of a sudden, he just screams out out this horrific, painful scream. But it wasn't loud, not much louder than you and I were talking, but it was the type of sound that Hollywood could not recreate. It was the type of sound where it literally reverberated throughout the entire church. We were actually in the basement, and my sacristan, who's all the way on the other side, heard it. It didn't shake the foundation of the church, but it was like just reverberated so strong. But when he heard that, he went running out. And when I looked at his face when the demon was screaming, the thought that ran through my mind was, that's what hell looks like. This is what someone in hell looks like. And then the other thing that ran through my mind is the severity and exactitude of God's justice. God will not be mocked. So people are going to, you have to pay for your sin. And he extracts it from the demons. They'll tell you that he sets them up very often to have to suffer some punishment so that the particular sin that they committed is avenged.
Can you describe what that looks like? The demon manifesting itself in its true form. What did that look like?
This was Beelzebub, so her face completely morphed. This woman turned into the facial structure of a man. The jaws literally extend out like this. Now the eyes go narrow. Because Beelzebub's the demon of impurity, the eyes go bloodshot, which is an indicator that people who suffer from lust don't see reality for what it is, but the eyes went completely bloodshot. The head narrowed. And then her complexion, as I mentioned, turns into that. But then there's a change in color to where it's a color that no human being can replicate. The authors refer to it as cherry wood, which is this brown red color that looks like someone who is literally in the middle of a fire burning. And then of course there is the burnt look around the various facial features, so that there's this darkness or blackness. And then of course the body gets bulkier in size.
What's the recovery period look like?
Strangely enough, there's only certain kinds of affliction that the demons, when they manifest, that the person actually has to recover from. Most of the things like that, the person doesn't feel anything, or they don't have to have any recovery. They come out feeling normal and things turn back to their natural shape and they don't have anything to recover from.
Show yourself. Show yourself.
Sai dela, capeta! Desce daí agora, mulher, em nome de Jesus, vai!
Eu não vou descer, não sou!
Valeu-me Deus, olha a mulher subindo na parede, em nome de Jesus Cristo, solta ela, demônio! Sai dela, capeta! Desce daí agora, mulher, em nome de Jesus, vai!
Eu não vou descer, não sou!
Valeu-me Deus, olha a mulher subindo na parede, em nome de Jesus Cristo, solta ela, demônio! Sai dela, capeta! Desce daí agora, mulher, em nome de Jesus, vai!
Eu não vou descer, não sou!
Valeu-me Deus, olha a mulher subindo na parede, em nome de Jesus Cristo, solta ela, demônio! Sai dela, capeta!
And sing this little song. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit,
Run, run, run,
run, rabbit, run, rabbit,
run.
and sing this little song. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit,
Run, run, run,
run, rabbit, run, rabbit,
run.
and sing this little song. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit,
Run, run, run,
run, rabbit, run, rabbit.
run.
وجهك مش راح يقدروا يجلدون لاني محصن حالي والملح. اقطع وجهك بقول لك. بسم الله. وجهك مش
I'm gonna do 30 minutes alone in this house. I am out of my mind. I'm either really brave or really freaking stupid. The rain is picking up. I'm starting to get a bad headache now too. What is it about this place? I'm not afraid. You can't hurt me. You could communicate if you would like. I'm not here to harm you or disturb you. Whoa. Whew. Hold on, let's just stand here for a second. Oh, ooh. Dang. I'm gonna do 30 minutes alone in this house. I am out of my mind. I'm either really brave or really freaking stupid. The rain is picking up. I'm starting to get a bad headache now too. What is it?
We know that Ascension has been absolutely amazing. 86,714 online? On a World of Warcraft private server? Oh, that's people on Discord, never mind. For those claiming this server has 80,000 people online, obviously not. However, it's still the most popular World of Warcraft private server right now with tens of thousands of players online. They were right in the trailer when they said it. However, there's a few issues, including the login queue is still happening over a week after the launch. It's not too bad during the weekdays, 2, 3, 4 minutes max at the peak times for Vol'jin Realm, that is the bigger realm. On the weekends, however, climbs up to some 20 minutes. And you saw those Discord numbers, they're still rising. People finding out about Conquest of Azeroth and absolutely loving it, including famous streamers and World of Warcraft content creators. I wonder how much Ascension is paying Matrix to do these videos for them. Well, they aren't. They could, I wouldn't complain. But the video sponsor gtop100.com, where you can find World of Warcraft private servers for all kinds of purposes and expansions. So check out gtop100.com who support this kind of content.
Or a crusader.
Oh my god, dude, that's exactly what I wanted. How are these guys cooking so hard?
A druid able to shapeshift into poison.
This could have been what? This...
And a new zone, and the entire classic community is like, Ascension, what?
Yeah, same.
Was that supposed to be funny? Stood through the queue. Now I'm on the login screen. Let's get in on my Reaper. I chose the Reaper as my main class. That shall be the first one to hit max level. Although the decision was extremely difficult, I'm gonna tell you. I love all the classes. And people are asking, what do the classes remind you of? What's the closest to this and that? Honestly, most of the classes are so original, it's even hard to compare them to the regular World of Warcraft classes. Like, this is a little bit of Rogue, a little bit of Death Knight, but like over 50% of this is completely new and can't really be compared to any other existing class in WoW. Is this worth playing? TLDR, the most fun I've had in years of playing WoW. This absolutely feels like WoW 2.0. And if you're not playing this or haven't even given it a chance, you are wasting your time. It's definitely not for everyone. It's definitely not for classic players who like to wand their way through leveling and drink mana after every single mob kill. Definitely not, but I'm not a classic kind of guy either, so this is a better version of Wrath of Lich King / Cataclysm had a baby with Midnight. Lively world, great community, inviting you, helping you out. I'm in a great guild where everybody gives advice to each other. If we have questions, there's many people new to Ascension overall, so it can be a little overwhelming. People answer those. There's newcomers chat channel where there's literally people helping each other, and it's created for that purpose. Wherever you go, any zone. I'm in Stranglethorn right now. Tons of people around. World PvP finally alive. This is the MMORPG you want to feel like you're playing in World of Warcraft. Yeah, unfortunately, as you might have noticed, the server performance isn't exactly amazing. Here and there, people recognize me too. Aren't you that YouTuber? Yeah, recording a video. Hi. Yeah, but as you can see, the server performance isn't exactly amazing, which I guess that's expected since there's tens of thousands of people, and especially in the peak hours, you can feel the delay. 0.5 second delay is totally normal here, annoying especially in PvP. Even fighting mobs is like... Rexxar is the smaller of the two realms. It was launched literally 2 hours after Vol'jin due to population being so high. To ease the load on the server and to actually let some players play the game, because we would otherwise be stuck in thousands and thousands of people queue. If there's anybody playing on Rexxar, let us know if you also have this performance issue on your realm. And since the server is so popular, you're obviously able to do dungeons, battlegrounds from level 10, because every single level bracket is super active. Everything insta-pops, well, dungeons as a DPS obviously not, but it's only a couple of minutes. Quest zones, and even though the zones are completely full packed of people, the mobs still respawn relatively fast. Not too fast that they would just die, respawn 5 seconds later and kill you, but fast enough so that you aren't annoyed waiting for most. Everything gives you XP. Dungeons are obviously the fastest way to level, the most time efficient by far. Questing gives you a lot of XP, but the XP rates are to like something between ×1 and ×2. It's like Wrath of Lich King or Cataclysm equivalent of ×1, I would say. That's what it feels like. And BGs also give you some XP, some 10 to 15% of level, something like that. And also give you a ton of gear, 2 to 3 pieces. So it's actually pretty fun and not a complete waste of time doing a BG here and there, especially if you're near the top of your level bracket, 10 to 19 for instance. Being level 18 to 19, you're having the most fun because you're actually able to kill people and have really nice fights. Same for World PvP. You can either go PvE mode where you don't kill anybody and aren't killed, so you're just not bothered if PvP is not your thing. War mode for regular PvP and World, and high risk PvP for more rewards for killing people, but also being punished for losing to people. I haven't tried that yet. I'm a bit of a pussy, honestly, and people told me that at high risk, most of the people that run it are actually running it in groups, so there's like 2, 3, 4 people camping you to get those rewards for the high risk. Yeah, so I don't know if that's something for me, because I'm usually leveling solo. One of the concerns is pay to win, and it's not exactly pay to win. You get heirlooms, you get all kinds of convenience items through store and through donating, which I'm completely in support of, because a server like this, and especially with this much innovation and such a big team, it requires a lot of money, and nobody's going to do this.
right? I don't fucking know. I just need a flight of ratchet. Okay.
Talk to me.
Whoops. Let me do that.
I had no intention of being an exorcist. I still don't want to be an exorcist. The only reason I do it is because of the fact that I was basically asked to do it. If you get to that point where you're doing what you're supposed to be doing in the context of your family, God will start to bring you people that you can start giving them
AI
the
viewers
instruction
stream
and start
book.
helping them to come up to speed. It's like training. It's like combat training. So you have to make sure you're a good combat soldier first, and then you can help the other guys come up to speed. And it's the same thing in spiritual warfare.
What does God want us to do? What does Christ want us to do about this? Are we supposed to just sit here and idle? Are we supposed to challenge it? Are we supposed to expose it? Are we supposed to fight it?
The first thing you have to do is make sure that you're always leading a habitual life of grace. And by that I mean that you don't ever commit any grave sin that's offensive to the Lord. If you had, you got to get that off your soul. And then you have to live that life consistently. But in the end, one of the primary things is you have to start asking the Lord and Our Lady to start protecting you every single day. Say prayers of protection for your children and your wife on a regular basis. The primary thing that you have to do is you have to lead good and holy lives, because in being holy, then you will be a conduit of grace for other people. Your job as a father and as a husband is to fight the spiritual warfare in their own life and in the life of their family, to provide not just materially, but to provide spiritually by becoming holy and praying for them on a regular basis, doing prayer, sufferings, good works, fasting, etc., so that they receive the grace necessary to do the right thing. Be knowledgeable about spiritual warfare and be willing to fight it in relationship to keeping those things out of your house. And you, as the father, as the authority figure, have to make sure you never allow your own sin to introduce the demons into your own house.
I feel like I'm in the fight. We've exposed a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how much good it's actually doing, but the shit doesn't come without a toll. I talked about this before too, but I mean, the evil just moves from one institution to the next. It doesn't end, it just moves.
It's just like anything else in warfare. The first thing you need to know is knowledge of your enemy and reconnaissance. That's exactly what this exposure does. This exposure gives other people the knowledge to know the truth and knowing this is what's actually going on, which we need. This is also one of the reasons why you have to keep yourself spiritually protected, because as you expose this stuff, the demons aren't going to be happy that you're drawing attention to these things, and they're going to go after you. If you keep yourself protected, that's why you have to keep your family protected and also your staff, etc., because they'll move laterally. The exposure is a necessary process in actually knowing the truth. People are armed with the knowledge of the stuff that you're revealing. At least they're not getting sucked into it, and they can keep their families from getting sucked into it. Also, then they'll start arming people to actually start dealing with it in their own lives. So it plays a very important role, but it also means that you're a target.
How do people?
Why aren't Catholics Christian? Because they don't meet the biblical definition of a Christian. Well, the Bible rarely uses the term Christian. Correct, but the concept remains. The primary term for a Christian in the Bible is a saint. I thought a saint was someone special who did something miraculous. No, that's what a Catholic saint is, but a biblical saint is just a Christian. Okay, but still, how do Catholics not meet the definition? Because the biblical definition of a Christian is somebody who is adopted as a child of God through faith in Jesus Christ alone. Okay, the Catholic Church during the Council of Trent in the 1500s, they taught that if anyone declares to be justified
Tactics the demonic uses against human beings. These are drawn from Scripture, from the writings of the saints and theologians, from the testimony gathered across centuries of exorcism, and from my own direct experience. Tactic 1. Deception, this is the primary weapon. Jesus called Satan the father of lies, and that title is not decorative. Deception is the foundational strategy of the demonic realm. But understand what this means in practice. It is rarely dramatic. It is not usually a voice in your ear telling you an obvious lie. It is far more subtle. It is a gradual distortion of how you see yourself, how you see God, how you see reality. The enemy wants you to believe that God is distant, that he does not care, that your sin is unforgivable, that you are uniquely broken, that the church is irrelevant, that spiritual reality does not exist. Every one of these beliefs, if accepted, moves a soul away from the only source of genuine protection and toward greater vulnerability. The enemy also deceives through counterfeits. False peace, false consolations in prayer that come from the wrong source. Spiritual experiences that feel transcendent, but leave a person more self-centered, more proud, more isolated from the church and the sacraments. I have watched people become convinced they had a private revelation from God that justified abandoning their marriage, or rejecting church authority, or pursuing a path that bore all the fruits of destruction. Discernment of spirit, tactics the demonic uses against human beings. These are drawn from Scripture, from the writings of the saints and theologians, from the testimony gathered across centuries of exorcism, and from my own direct experience. Tactic 1. Deception, this is the primary weapon. Jesus called Satan the father of lies, and that title is not decorative. Deception is the foundational strategy of the demonic realm, but understand what this means in practice. It is rarely dramatic. It is not usually a voice in your ear telling you an obvious lie. It is far more subtle. It is a gradual distortion of how you see yourself, how you see God, how you see reality. The enemy wants you to believe that God is distant, that he does not care, that your sin is unforgivable, that you are uniquely broken.
What is it now? There ain't enough Italians, Koreans, and Chinese people to eat that much garlic on a whole planet, now living or dead. No, go ahead. Please, by all means, burn your little hut down. Personally, I don't know how you can afford this. You must be a rich Thai or Cambodian lady, because with that oil, that ain't no peanut oil. That's oil straight of Hormuz. And I don't know how you getting it. You got some connections. I want to hear who they is. Look at it. That's exactly how your butthole about to blow up as soon as you eat all that garlic. Look at you. Burning up like American healthcare. Blowing up like the federal deficit. Exploding like this AI bubble. Hotter than Trump coin before the rug pull. Ah! Why are you looking at it like you ain't do it? You know who did it. You did it. Boiling garlic in crude oil like you ain't got no damn sense. You go ahead and turn it. Make sure you get all the 5W40 inside all the valves and pistons and shit. I hope your booty hole just drop out like a starfish stomach. Why didn't you do that first? The hell was that? If you feed the garlic to a pig to deworm it, I might maybe forgive you, but you ain't gonna do that. What is it now? You're joking. You're not joking. You got whips and chains in your basement, huh? You tie niggas up and you force feed them this shit. Put it down all spiteful, you the one cooking it. But wait. There's more. Your ancestors watched your whole country get blown up by France for you to eat unseasoned chicken. Y'all be ashamed of yourself. Oh. I mean, what happened to the garlic? Did you put the garlic in there? Shut up. She has intestinal parasites. That's the only explanation. You just gonna be funky out the front and the back. Them passport bros gonna leave you alone. Let me catch any of my customers cooking my chicken like this. I'm gonna come to your house and. What is it now?
What?
I'm not sure where all these bugs gotta be coming in with me. Oh.
They're blind. I'm full CS. On SC double.
Holy! Oh my! What a time to be alive, gentlemen! What a time to be alive! We're gonna do some arenas with mosquitoes.
I'm lusting here for both of them.
Nice. Holy, I'm stunning. Bubbling. If I can finish. Nice. Dude, I almost one-shot that guy outright on the first hit. It was crazy. He's got him completely clean.
Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Blessing you. Blinded. Oh.
Dumbass.
I'll drink it actually. This fear too. Rogue's out. He has no cloak.
You feared? Nice.
Slow made. I grab that.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, boy.
Huge damage.
Yeah. I'm bubbling.
Love you long time.
Stun. Resist. Nice. Super good.
Nice round though.
Stunning. This should be a kill. Nice.
Nice. What do you punch?
I have it ready now, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna list. I'll follow.
Yeah.
Plus for
Nice. I'm actually gonna get on the priest. It's coming in for fear. I'm stunning.
got the shields.
Scattered. It's trapping.
Grounded.
Oh, nice. Huge ground.
I'll check it.
Nice. I'm stunning. Should be a finish.
I'm trapped.
Double support, yeah, that kind of is what we are in certain ways. As the thing is, like, Shaman and Paladin, they just do so much to, like, they synergize together so well. You're going Belf or Original Paladin? I'm gonna go Belf. In PvP, Blood Elf is just insane.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, chat, like that game could have gone like another like 4 or 5 minutes maybe if I'm not Blood Elf. Because like you're Blood Elf and it's just, okay, silence, game over.
Fear deer. Never mind. Blessing.
I'm bubbling, I'm bubbling. Okay.
Oof.
Oh no, you got me on the thing, dude. Classic. Classic. I got him. Let's kill. Nice.
Wow.
With druids, it's so interesting because sometimes you're wailing on them and nothing happens, and then you just get them in the right time, out of form, no bark skin, no hots running. And it's just like squishier than like a priest or a mage even.
Sound tough.
Okay. Is that me? Oh, he cleaned my sack. I'm gonna.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Shadow Phoenix. I'll be Bob here.
Ooh.
Blinded me.
Okay, we're okay.
Drunkard shields.
Oh my. Dude, Dude, I did so much damage at the end there. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm feral. Is this feral?
No.
It's a boomkin.
Moonkin, I guess.
Stunning.
Unless.
Oh my gosh.
It's the first Moonkin. Those are the first treants I've seen.
I think so too.
Like
yeah.
2 years.
Dude, I am railing this guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
I have 2 seconds. I'm getting him now, actually.
Okay, listening. I got Barkskin.
Huge. Nice.
Purging that. Keeping rogue. So.
Nice, huge.
Purging that. Stunning him.
I trinketed the gouge for damage. I'm bubbling. Nice. Okay. Okay, actually this is good. I'm gonna hit the warrior. I'm closing.
Oh, this stuff. I'm gonna lust.
Where's this stun?
I'll slow him here.
Nice. I'm gonna bubble.
Sure. Yes, I'll stop. Nice shot there.
Nice.
Oh my god, so much damage.
So much damage.
Virgin Crease though.
Resistant blanket. I'm bubbling.
Trying to get shields. Full kitty turn.
Oh, nice. Best movie you last. Remember that?
Islamic regime, Iran declared a hunt on Trump. And this is the thing, right? So they're posting these images about how they want to kill all these people. And it's like they're also want to kill. This is the thing with the European leaders, right? This is the Germany guy. That's the France guy. That's the UK guy. That's the Italy girl. Like, I mean, what are we doing here? We're just letting them pop off like this? Why is Starmer there? Because he's a bad guy. That's why. That's it. The USA has a bigger army than the entire EU combined, by the way. I don't even know if that's true. Who the fuck knows?
Hey, how you
doing? So anyway, yeah, there's more of these. Oh, is this the same one? Oh my god. Jesus. Wow. Oh my god. Yeah, is it the 4th of July again? This is the encore. Be good. That looks cool though. It does look really cool. Give me a minute, I gotta use the bathroom. That's my tax dollars at work. Alright. Okay. Back. Give me a minute. Ugh. Okay. That's a big one. Bunker buster, they must be hitting underground missile depots. I don't even know why, like, I mean, this is really sad. Can you please play Fortunate Son while we're watching this? I would if it didn't fuck up the videos that are going to be made about it. How is this going differently than Afghanistan? What are you talking about? We're blowing the fucking shit out of them. What do you mean? It's going the same as Afghanistan. Most Americans don't like us with hundreds of billions of dollars. So I'm gonna pull you up. Here's the situation that we're in. Iran costs us a lot of money because we have to pay money to undo their terrorism bullshit. So like we spend billions of dollars every single year in order to make countermeasures against Iranian terror proxies. So whenever you're telling me that it costs hundreds of billions of dollars, I don't really give a fuck. Because we've been spending hundreds of billions of dollars for these retards for years. For fucking years. How about this? How about we stop spending the money? We're going to have to spend a little bit more to get rid of them. You're right. And yeah, it's not good. But that's it. Great take. I'll let him. I want to respond. That's nowhere close to what we pay and paid and will pay. Why? Well, and the fact that guy ran on no new wars just proceeds to start a new one? I don't give a fuck about that. But you said, I care about what's happening. I want to bomb the shit out of them. I hate the terrorists. Don't you want to get rid of them? These fuckers are doing this all around the world. They're destabilizing the entire region. They're funding terrorism in Gaza, blowing up fucking Israelis. They're blowing up the UAE. They're blowing up Qatar. They're blowing up Saudi Arabia. They're blowing up Azerbaijan. They're blowing up fucking Israel. They're blowing up everybody. And they're selling drones to Ukraine to blow up Ukrainians. This is what they do. Like, what are we talking about here? Oh, in Yemen, they're spending money to have fucking people in Yemen blow people up then too, and then on to Russia. Did I say? Excuse me, I'm into Russia. What did I say? I don't even know what the hell I said. Anyway, yeah, they're selling money. They're selling drones to Russia to blow up Ukrainians. So like, and then they have their terror proxies in Lebanon that are bombing Israel, getting Lebanese people killed. Like, how can you have any like? They're extremists. Exactly. Displace the Taliban. Exactly. We need to do a better job. You don't get rid of Islamic terrorists just by bombing them. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Genghis Khan could solve this problem? Yo! Just really easy question. Genghis Khan led wars for decades, massacring a quarter of the population? That's my point. Do you think he'd be able to solve this problem? Just a yes or no.
It says in the first comment, new President Trump formally notified lawmakers this weekend that the nation is once again at war with Iran, giving his administration another 60-day clock to use the military in the region without congressional approval. Maybe we'll call this one Operation Lindsey Graham's Hammer in honor of the late Lindsey Graham, who's looking up at us, smiling, now that we're back to bombing brown people. Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and it has been about a week since we've done coverage of the Iran conflict, and perfect timing to get back into it. And last week we were heavily focused and invested in on the Tyler Robinson trial, so thank you to everybody who came and hung out with us and watched that. However, over the weekend, of course, the weekend, Donald Trump has now announced that yes, the war, a new war actually, is officially back on with Iran. Yes, Donald Trump has informed Congress that we have started a new war against Iran, which there's some reasons why this is being done in this way. We'll explain that in the video. But yes, Iran is back to bombing ships in the Strait of Hormuz. We were on a massive bombing campaign this weekend, and the MOU peace deal and the ceasefire have been declared officially over by Donald Trump. Yes, we are back to day one, square one of where we started, as we're about 5 months into the 2-week excursion, and it's looking like, yes, this is probably going to be the next long protracted war in the Middle East, just like everybody told you it would end up being. Because don't forget, remember 2003 when George W. Bush came out before we invaded Iraq and said it would only take 6 weeks to end that conflict, and here we are still in Iraq 23 years later. Oh, and also, Donald Trump just said yesterday that he nuked Iran. So we're going to cover that too. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Helps the channel. Follow us on Patreon. Grab some America First, America Only merch for the summer. We got some great stuff over there. All right, let's jump into it. Let's talk about it. And guys, also, it is Tuesday, and we are back with our regular scheduled programming on our live stream tonight at 5 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you come by. We're going to talk about this. We're talk about the war, talk about current events, talk about everything going on. So catch us then. Again, 5 p.m. Pacific tonight. First thing we got to talk about, of course, is yes, we started a new war with Iran. And the memes are all over the place over the last 24 hours, especially in the financial markets. As you can see, this is a day trading website. Says Trump 2 days ago, I don't think the war will start again. Trump today, war's back on. Yes, we'll have to wait and see how the stock market does over the next couple months, now knowing that the war is not going to end. And yes, one final one. Now, you may be asking yourself, why are we declaring this a new war? I mean, we never ended the current one with Iran. Well, that's because Donald Trump was actually cut off from using military action against Iran legally because he has to get Congress's approval to do so after 60 days. And so what Donald Trump has figured out is, oh, all you got to do is just call it a new war. And that, I guess, refreshes your 60-day window. As it says in the first comment, new President Trump formally notified lawmakers this weekend that the nation is once again at war with Iran, giving his administration another 60-day clock to use the military in the region without congressional approval. So pretty impressive, right? Did we know that we'd be able to work around the Constitution this easily? That all you'd have to do is just rename the conflict and say it's a new war and you get to just restart it over and over again? And he could do this literally perpetually. You just come up with a new funny name. You know, we had Operation Epstein's Fury to kick it off. Maybe we'll call this one Operation Lindsey Graham's Hammer in honor of the late Lindsey Graham, who's looking up at us, smiling, now that we're back to bombing brown people. So, of course, we're back to the kinetic strikes and bombing each other. And again, Iran continuing to strike oil tankers in the Strait of Hormuz. Yeah, so let's talk about the Strait of Hormuz, because that's obviously been the big linchpin to all of this. Yes, it is closed again. And, of course, here is a video as Iran is taking credit for destroying another tanker in the Strait of Hormuz. Yay, great. So after about 2 months of lying, gaslighting, and using stock market manipulation to try to bring down oil prices artificially by claiming that we were coming to this historic peace deal, well, we all know now that that's out the window. So what's going to happen? Well, you can probably expect oil to go straight back up and gas prices to, fortunately, probably not end up coming down. So that will continue to be a great thing for the global economy, of course. But of course, in classic Trump fashion, we've now announced that we control the Strait of Hormuz. So Donald Trump said this yesterday on a phone call to Fox News. He said, we're going to keep the strait, and we'll probably run it. We'll become the guardian of the strait. We should be reimbursed for that. When we do that, we're going to be reimbursed. We're going to get paid. And here's Donald Trump just hours ago letting us know what's going on in the Strait of Hormuz. As he says, oil is flowing like never before, thanks to the awesome power of the United States military. Yada, yada, yada. Moving on, he says the Strait of Hormuz is open to all ship traffic except for Iran, and that is because they're lying, violent, malicious leadership, which is taking them down the path of total destruction. We will therefore have a full blockade, but only ships coming to and from Iranian ports. He then says, I have decided to replace the 20% United States reimbursement fee with trade and investment deals that the various Gulf states will be making into the United States. So if you hadn't heard, Donald Trump claimed that he was going to put a 10% tax on ships moving out of the strait, and then it was a 20% tax, and now it's not going to be a tax. But also at the same time, as we just showed, the last ship that tried to go through the strait was essentially exploded. So I'm not really sure what ships we're going to be taxing, because it doesn't look like oil is actually moving through the Strait of Hormuz for anybody, it turns out. And in another step of de-escalation, Donald Trump is now posting on Truth Social pictures of people calling for us to invade, put boots on the ground, and seize Karg Island. So that looks good that the President of the United States is posting that on
Why am I doing no damage all of a sudden?
Really looks like we're coming to the end of this conflict, huh? Now, let's talk about Donald Trump saying that he literally nuked Iran yesterday. So yes, breaking. Trump says he used a nuclear weapon to hit Iran to stop them from developing their own nuclear weapon.
He's done a good job. If I wasn't around, or if Bibi wasn't around, especially the combination, Israel would not exist today. We wouldn't have hit him with the B-2 bombers. You know, they were going to have a nuclear weapon within 2 weeks. Had I not hit him with a nuclear, within 2 to 4 weeks they would have had a nuclear weapon. And once they had a nuclear weapon, they would have used it.
All right, so there you go. I mean, we all know Dementia Dawn, right? Did he actually drop a nuclear weapon on Iran to stop their nuclear weapons? I don't know. I would assume no, or we probably would have heard about that from Iran. In fact, if we dropped a nuclear weapon for the first time since World War II, seems like we probably would have known that from seismographs and different other things that happened. So maybe we did this, maybe we didn't. Just a very bizarre thing for Donald Trump to talk about if he didn't actually do it. But also doesn't make us feel real confident as we watch this war continue to escalate, as he starts talking about how he wants to nuke Iran, that's not something we head towards here very soon. Because yeah, we are living in crazy, crazy times, as we all know. But maybe we can do this. Maybe we can finish the job. Maybe we can facilitate regime change, right? And what do the Polymarket odds think about Iran's regime being changed? And since you can bet on literally anything now, here you go. Here is the odds if the Iranian regime falls before 2027, which is what, in about 5 months from now, 6 months from now? So the betting odds say less than a 10% chance. Yes, there is only a 7% chance in the betting odds that people think the Iranian regime is going to fall within the next year. So what does this mean? Where are we going from here? Well, again, we are back to day one. And so I guess we're probably going to be doing the same thing where we go back and forth, where we pretend that Iran is begging for conversations and begging for a peace deal. And then over the weekend, we'll bomb them again, and then come the weekdays, we'll pretend like, oh, we're headed towards peace again, and we'll replicate the cycle that we've been doing for the last 5 months until, I don't know, maybe Trump leaves office, because I'm not really sure I see any end to exactly what we're seeing here, which is looking like one giant money grift at this point for insider trading within the administration. But if there's anybody who is very happy about this, of course, it is our greatest ally, as we continue to waste billions and billions of taxpayer dollars on fighting a war for them. So that's nice. All right, so I'll keep you updated as we go, but that's going to do it for this one. I'll catch y'all in the next video.
Oh, I'm so dumb. I could be pressing Shamanistic Rage and I'm not pressing it because I don't know.
There it comes. There it goes. Crossing road, hauling ass.
Over the last couple decades, I found myself trying to outrun some fast tornadoes. What exactly is considered a fast tornado? And how fast can tornadoes move? I'm part of a scientific field operations team with the objective of gathering near-surface wind field data close to tornadoes. In aggregate, we've tallied around 100 years of tornado chasing, and in that time, we've seen some freaky stuff. In this video, the team and I will discuss 5 scary fast tornadoes, each one with a forward-moving velocity faster than the previous, including a mind-blowing new world record for the fastest tornado ever recorded. On April 29, 2017, I was monitoring a deadly tornado outbreak in the forested terrain around Canton, Texas.
There it is. Big day. Coming right this way. Gotta run, gotta run. It's coming fast. It's going fast. Little too close.
These tornadoes were moving up to 37 miles per hour. That's not slow, but it's not terribly fast either. The miscalculation that got me in trouble was that the tornado I was targeting dissipated and another monster suddenly materialized closer to me. What I thought was one tornado moving really fast was actually 2 separate tornadoes. You may think you can easily outrun a tornado moving over 30 miles per hour, assuming trees aren't blocking your path. Blinding wind and rain isn't whipping across the road. Hail isn't smashing your vehicle. And there's no traffic. Near a tornadic storm, there's a good chance you'll have to contend with these elements, and always factor in another tornado could develop closer to you. The majority of tornadoes I encounter track roughly 25 to 30 miles per hour. For me, anything slower than that, I consider slow. And anything faster than
Why do I keep forgetting to press Shamanistic Rage, man? I'm just not used to... I'm not awake yet. Press it while I'm stunned. Can add you to my fucking kill list though, you faggot ass little bitch.
First blood.
Fucking faggot ass little bitch. No way. Really? Oh, farm the living shit out of those right now. That's crazy. No way that's accurate. That's gotta be fucking bullshit.
What's up? Time is money, friend. What's up? What's up? Talk to me. What's up? Glad I could help. Do I have a deal for you?
Already know where I'm going. Big PvP action over here. Stupid ass little bitch. You're not gonna kill me, you dumb fucker. Let's wait till Sham Rage comes up again. Fucking losers, man. Dumbass. Did I hit Sham Rage? Fucking noobs. Fucking noobs. Sham Rage is back up. Why are these things chasing? How much of an upgrade are these? 5%? Oh, dude, did I not get that dude's head, bro?
No. No.
Gonna be Alliance scum in here. to get out of here. Wait, how the fuck do I actually get out of here? Wait, am I fucked? I don't remember that.
you guys all said I should absolutely watch this. This is the lore recap of all the lore before Warcraft 3. So if you guys are just tuning in, I have never played Warcraft 3. I'm just about at the Orc campaign finale. It's been incredible, but getting some context of what happened before Warcraft 3 is probably a really good idea, so I can understand what's actually going on in Warcraft 3 a little bit better. So let's take a look.
This video was created to explain the story of the Warcraft series leading up to Warcraft 3. None of it is required to understand the plot of Warcraft 3, but it does explain all of the background for the main characters of the Third War, as well as the setup for the war itself. I'm going to be covering Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3 Beyond the Dark Portal, along with the novels Rise of the Horde, The Last Guardian, Lord of the Clans, Arthas, and the War of the Ancients trilogy.
That's not going to be any spoilers for me, right? Because I thought this was just like Warcraft 1 and 2. Hopefully this doesn't have any spoilers for 3 past where I'm at. No? Okay.
Abbreviated history, and because of that, I will be skimming over certain details and characters that are irrelevant to the plot of Warcraft 3 and its expansion, The Frozen Throne.
Cool. That's
Okay.
exactly what we want.
So with all of that, here we go. Alrighty, if you want to know the lore of the Warcraft games leading up to Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos, you gotta go back a few years. So there's this planet called Draenor. It's inhabited by orcs and also Draenei. The two people are just hanging out when one day an orc chieftain named Ner'zhul is visited by the ghost of his dead wife. She tells him he has to unite the orc clans and everything will be great. So Ner'zhul goes off and gets all the orcs together. Now the orcs are shamanistic. They believe in nature and elemental forces. These elements visit Ner'zhul and go, dude, you're being tricked by a demon, you shouldn't have united all of the orcs. So Ner'zhul resigns from being a part of the new orc horde, and runner-up to Ner'zhul is a frail orc spellcaster called Gul'dan. But Gul'dan is noticeably evil, so none of the orcs want him to be leader.
This is moving so fast. Am I just really slow? Be honest with me. Holy crap, I need to just sit here for a second. Okay, we have Draenor, we have the orcs, we have the Draenei, we have the orc leader dude, and his wife is saying some stuff, and he's trying to protect people, and he's saying there's a bunch of gibberish going on. This is very, very fast. Okay.
Of the orc horde. So instead, Gul'dan gets the biggest, dumbest orc war chief called Blackhand to be his puppet leader, while Gul'dan works backstage. See, Gul'dan is all about gaining more magical power, and the demons who trick Ner'zhul don't even have to bother tricking Gul'dan. Gul'dan is all about trading the orcs' free will to the demons in exchange for dark magic. Gul'dan is given a bunch of demon blood and he offers it to the horde, telling them it would make them the strongest, most badass guys around. The orcs drink the blood and start going crazy with bloodlust.
Okay, got that.
They all but massacre the Draenei and afterwards are still so itching to fight that they just start fighting themselves. Gul'dan realizes that this is a problem, so he gets in contact with his demon masters and they instruct him to create a giant magic portal which will take the orcs to a new world where they can fight and conquer a whole other species. With that, they make a giant magical gate. It's called the Dark Portal, and Gul'dan leads the horde through it to a new planet called Azeroth. Okay, so Azeroth is...
Wait, so the orcs began in the Outlands and came to Azeroth through the Dark Portal? Yes? Oh, what? Wait, hold on, okay. Press 1 in the chat if you didn't know that. I didn't know that. I can't be the only one. Everyone's saying 2. Ah, gosh, I feel like an idiot. Okay, I didn't.
All right, time to eat. Eat.
Ugh.